Did you know that if you're taking a multivitamin, you might be wasting your money, with a few exceptions, and I'm going to tell you what those are. The first thing I'd like to say is, if you have some kind of medical condition that means you're taking vitamins which have been prescribed for you by your doctor or some other health professional, this video is probably not for you. Just do what they say. So lots of people take a multivitamin and they quite often say, should I take a multivitamin, doctor? And the answer is possibly. And with regards to multivitamins, there are several which are, I would say, non-negotiable. The first one of those is folic acid in ladies who are trying to have a baby or who are already pregnant in their first trimester. That helps baby's spine form correctly and puts them at less risk of a problem called spina bifida. So folic acid for people trying to have a baby or who are already pregnant. The second one is iron. Now, iron comes from red meat predominantly, and also leafy green vegetables, which is things like kale and broccoli, things like that. If you're a vegan, there's an argument that you might not be getting enough iron in the plants. And often people who are on a carnivore or a meat-based diet will use that as an argument against a plant-based diet. And to some extent it's true, because the amount of those vegetables you need to take is quite high. Build your meal around that, you shouldn't have a problem. But if you're struggling and you don't like those things, well, in that case, perhaps you should take an iron supplement. The other situation is if you have some kind of blood loss, and in menstruating ladies who have uncontrolled bleeding, they sometimes have to take an iron supplement as well. So that's iron. The next vitamin is B12. B12 is essential for making blood, and it comes from certain food sources that people might be depleting. Again, if you're on a plant-based diet, that might be you. So either look for foods that you can incorporate that contain B12, or take a B12 supplement. And the fourth vitamin I would suggest people try and take, especially if you live in a place like, I mean, look, this is Scotland in the middle of summer. If you live in Scotland or other places where you don't see much sunshine, is vitamin D. Vitamin D is found in some foods and your body can make it. However, it's often not in high enough quantities in our diet. And if you live in a country that doesn't have much in the way of sunlight, your skin can't make enough of it and you might be depleting vitamin D. Vitamin D is another one I would suggest you add to your diet. I hope that was helpful.